Yesterday was Saturday. I have 3 eBay sales that came through. This first one sold in my 31% off sale that I have running on some items. And this is a Nike crew neck sweatshirt. It does have some like staining on it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but it does have some light marks. This is a 2XL from Nike though. And it has like that color block. I just, even with the markings, I thought it still had a lot going for it. I did grab this at a yard sale where my average cost of goods for each item was $1.43. It's been listed 69 days and it sold in my sale yesterday for $17, so I made $11.50. Next is actually a rare item, and this is something I got on Marketplace, like Facebook Marketplace, but something I paid for on Facebook Marketplace. I saw this sweater listed and it was only $5, and this is a Free People size small, like cropped, boxy fit, cable knit sweater. It's got like that fisherman core, very trendy piece. It's had a lot of attention, and I've gotten a lot of lowball offers on it, especially on Poshmark. It was listed 45 days, and yesterday someone sent me a $25 offer on eBay, which I did accept, and I made $14.16. This here is a really cool piece that I found. This is from Habitat. I have never picked up Habitat for resale. I do have a Habitat cardigan that I own, and it is like this gauzy top, and it's got these really like oversized mother of pearl buttons, and it has them on the sleeves too. Now, I missed it when I sourced it, but it does have some staining on the sleeve here. I did try to get it out, but I was unsuccessful. It also doesn't have a size. So there were like a couple things going for it. I was able to kind of like look at other similar tops and base the size off of that. But I actually got this in that same haul as the Cacique bra, where my average cost of goods for each item was $4.06. This one was listed for 37 days, and last night on eBay someone sent me a $20 offer, which I was hoping to get more than 20 for this piece, but because of the staining I knew I was gonna have to go a little lower, so I wound up making $12.28. I have a Depop order I'm about to package. I did not expect this one to sell on Depop, but this is a like coral button front, 3/4 sleeve, like almost like gauzy cotton top. This is a 2X from Coldwater Creek, not a brand I typically pick up. My dad had sent me this and said it was $2 at a thrift shop, and I had said yes because of the style, size, and everything. However, it does have, I don't even know if it's gonna show up. There is like a small mark on the front. I did try to get it out, but because of that, I knew it wasn't gonna sell for very much, but it sold quick. And like I said on Depop, it's been listed 6 days and I got a $12 offer today, which I accepted, so I wound up making $8. Super quiet weekend. Poshmark, dead silent. Kind of concerning. I did have an offer come through on eBay overnight, and this is one of those things where like I bought it to test out this brand in men's, and I don't think it's as popular with men's as women's. So this is a black leather belt. This is actually, let's see if we can get that to focus. Will it focus? This is a Coach belt. It's a men's size 36, and it's this really nice black belt. It's got brown on the interior. It's in very good condition. I just didn't know if the Coach name sells for men the way it does for women, and it didn't really have very much interest in it since it's been listed. So I was excited when an offer came in because I wanted to move it because I don't want to store it forever. So my dad had found this at a thrift shop for $3, so I was definitely willing to try a Coach belt for $3. It was listed 34 days and nothing. It hasn't been getting likes. It hasn't been getting any interest. So when I woke up and somebody had offered me $15 for it, I was very excited. So I wound up making $8.25, and I really think going forward I won't be picking up men's Coach items unless it's really something substantial and I can't fit. I don't know what's going on. My sales have been terrible this week, but I do have one good sale here to talk about. One meh sale, but one really good sale. This is actually something my dad found, and it is, like, I thought it was really good, but it did sell in a day. So I was like, okay, this is really good. He sent me this. I'm always telling him, look for cashmere when you're out, and always just like check it over thoroughly. And this one, oh my goodness. I haven't seen something cashmere like this. So this is a fully cashmere, 100% cashmere, cable knit, full zip cardigan. It's got pockets, it's got a hood. It just like has so much more than a traditional 100% cashmere sweater. It's a size medium, and it is from Aqua. And a few weeks ago I sold a dress from Aqua really quickly. Is it a Nordstrom brand? Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's? Not typically a brand I pick up unless it has a lot of factors. This is so unbelievably soft. I did list it for $40. Cost of goods at his thrift shop was $5.25. So I listed it for $40 and within a day I got a $25 offer, which I countered to $30, which was accepted. So I wound up making $17.84. I was very excited about that sale, especially because my sales have been terrible. Then this morning I made a super tiny sale. I have a sports bra that my sister-in-law gave me. This is like a periwinkle sports bra. This is from, let's see if we can see it. It's from Lululemon. It has a decent amount of wear. I mean, that's gonna happen with sports bras. It doesn't have the like cups. I don't know if people typically keep those cups in. This one does not have cups. It's a size 6. It was listed 5 days. I didn't have anything into it. I got a $10 offer this morning on Depop, which I accepted, so I wound up making $8.22. Still slow sales. However, I have a fast sale, a great sale, and another one my dad found. I am picky when it comes to Ralph Lauren. Most thrift shops around here price it up. For the most part, I find that a lot of the more basics are oversaturated. When he sent me this and it was $6, I was like, yes. This is like a men's red polo Ralph Lauren bomber jacket. It's a size large and I was so excited. And in the picture, I did notice it had like a little mark here and I was like, that should be fine. But then when I got it, I realized there's some markings on this sleeve. And if you look at the tag, it says dry clean only. I was not going to test my cleaning abilities. These had really good comps online. Because of my staining, I did mark it at $54.99. It sold in less than a day. And this was a sale that was made by my Vendoo on Poshmark. Someone liked it on Poshmark. My Vendoo sent them a $49 offer, which was accepted. So I made $33.20. This is actually the first time I'm going to use the Ground Advantage packaging. I ordered all of them and they only sent me the 2 boxes. So this size, which I think is the bigger one, and then like a smaller box. But most of the stuff I've been selling on Poshmark recently has been like fairly small and I didn't want to use these giant boxes for little things. So this is my first time. I have 4 less than impressive sales to go over, but on a week like this, sales are sales, so I'll take what I can get. This first item sold within a day, and it's actually from my personal collection. I'm the most surprised that this is going to California. This sold on Poshmark. This is a Philadelphia Eagles like cropped long sleeve top. I've had this for many years. It's a little bit more cropped than I prefer these days. Like I said, less than a day. I got a $10 offer today. Pretty sure I bought this years and years ago, probably at a Marshall's or TJ Maxx. So I got $7.05. This was something I was hoping to get a little bit more on, but it really hasn't had much interest. I did pay $6.99 for this at my local thrift shop. It listed 27 days, and this is a Y2K Hollister California hoodie. It's really nice. I'm pretty sure this is a men's size large. This is the tag of the older pieces. They have these really big tags. Like I said, listed 27 days. Today on Poshmark, my Vendoo had sent a liker an offer and they had countered that offer back to $20, which I accepted. So I made $9.01. This piece that sold on eBay though, I had just relisted yesterday. So I was very excited to see it move quickly. And this is from the Chico's Travelers line, which is my favorite line within Chico's to sell. It is a size 4, which is the main reason I grabbed this top because it's very hard for me to find size 4s. I usually see 3 and under. This is like this snake print, like almost like snake skin top. A good word to use with Chico's Travelers items is the word slinky. It helps it sell. I'm happy to see snakes selling fast because I actually just sourced 2 items at the thrift shop yesterday that are both snake prints, so that's exciting. I had paid up for this $5.99. Chico's is always priced up at my stores, but I mainly was excited to see a size 4. It was listed 84 days, but like I said, I just relisted it yesterday and it sold today. I think I had it listed around 25. I got an offer on eBay for 15. I countered them to 18, which they accepted, so I made $7.87. All right, our last sale here is another personal item. It's funny because this is one of those things I considered not even listing because I didn't think it would sell. But look at this, here we are. This is a dress that I'm pretty sure I bought a few years ago on ThredUp. This is not the kind of dress I expect to be selling, you know, 2 days before Halloween, but here we are. This is from the brand Thereabouts. And it is fit and flare skater style dress. It's been listed 138 days. I got a $10 offer today on eBay, so I made $5.57. I just sold this top that I had sourced at a 99-cent sale, and I am surprised how long it took to sell, mainly because it was getting so many likes. This is a like ruched front black velvet top. It's kind of got like a angled sort of sleeve. This is a vintage top from a brand called Baranda. It is made in Canada. It didn't have a size tag, but I did measure it and I listed it as a size small. And like I said, this was when I had sourced a 99-cent sale, 100% style base. It fits so many trending things at the moment. It was listed 131 days. Today on eBay, someone sent me an $18 offer. I'm pretty sure I had it listed for $20. So I made $12.87. It's definitely been one of those weeks. And I had an offer come through on Poshmark. It was a little bit lower than I wanted to get these shoes for. However, with the way sales have been, I accepted the offer. And then like 3 minutes later, I had a return come through on eBay. So just one of those weeks. So this is a pair of Vionics that I had purchased at a Goodwill $2 sale. The $2 sales at the Goodwill near me are on Tuesdays, and I hate to go because it's aggressive and crazy, and I don't know. I don't feel like it's ever that worth it. So Goodwill had originally marked these for $12.99. So I paid $2 for them. They've been listed 120 days. Today I got a $20 offer, which I was hoping to get closer to 30, but again, there's been no sales all week, so I was happy to take 20, so I wound up making $14. And I'm going to use this Ground Advantage box, which I'm pretty sure looks exactly like the Priority Mail shoe box, so that's kind of convenient. I have 3 sales to talk to you guys about that have already been shipped because I had to do it really quick this morning before I took Phoebe to school. And then I have two to package over here. I'll insert pictures of the items. This first piece was this burgundy like crew neck shirt from Standard James Purse. It was a size 0. I had sourced this at a local thrift shop for $4.99, and someone had watched it on my eBay, so I sent them a 5% offer for $27.55, which was accepted. And this had been listed for 30 days, and I wound up with a profit of $17.54. Next item is actually a jacket that my dad had found. It was this like suede leather jacket from a company called Emporio & Co. and it had a Ferrari label on the front. A lot of people had these jackets priced really high and they weren't selling, so I wanted to price mine a bit lower and get it moving because it was a really heavy leather jacket. So he had sourced this for $8 and I listed it for $39.99, and after 2 days someone sent me a $30 offer, which I accepted, and I wound up making $16.87. This next one was super fast. This was a Free People top my mom had found. It was black and it had these sheer, very witchy style sleeves. It was $6.80 at her local thrift shop, and typically with a Free People top I wouldn't pay up for a plain shirt, but because of the style of this one, I knew it would sell quickly. And like I said, it sold in less than a day. I got a $20 offer on Depop, so I wound up with a profit of $11.80. The next 2 sales I have here. This first one was an item that had been returned to me, and this is a, I don't even know, fuchsia tunic top from Soft Surroundings. It's brand new with tags. It's a size 2X. And I had sourced this for $8.99, and it actually had sold on eBay before, and I think it had only sold for like 22 or 23, and it was returned for fit. And it has been relisted now 95 days, and I was starting to get nervous, but someone watched it on my eBay this morning and I sent them a 5% offer for $32.30, which was accepted. So I wound up making $17.63. So I wound up making a much better sale the second time. This is another quick sale, another thing my mom found. A lot of their finds are selling this week. This is a bra. My mom had found this at a local thrift shop. She actually had grabbed 2. This is one of the 2. This is a Victoria's Secret racer back front closure bra. It's a size 36 double D. It was $2 at her thrift shop. It's been listed 3 days. On Macari, I got an offer for $19.99, which I did accept. I made $15.46. I have another quick sale from the reseller buyout I did. This is a Aikman Dallas Cowboys jersey. I wasn't expecting much for this one. This one is a size large, but it had this staining and like a hole in it. So I wasn't expecting much. It was listed for 2 days, and my cost of goods for each item from this buyout was $1.54. And someone on Depop offered me $15. So I wound up with a profit of $12.18. And this is the 4th item I've sold from the buyout. and my profit is $90, and we only had 125 into the entire buyout, and I got over 80 items. So I'm really excited to just have this easy inventory to list, and I didn't have to source any of it because today I'm sourcing and I spent $200, and I certainly did not get 80 items. Okay, we have one last order for the week. This came through pretty late last night. I will go over totals for the week in a little bit. We're a bit distracted at the moment.
Is this it?
Yeah, that's the packaging slip. So this is from my personal collection. This is a pair of Prana Prana leggings. I got these on ThredUp over the summer, and I do like them, but I don't like when leggings have the like banding at the very top. I prefer like the seamless feel. So that was my only issue with these. These are like really nice. They're in excellent condition. Last night someone on eBay bought them for my full asking price of $18.99. They were only listed 8 days. I definitely did not spend even close to that on ThredUp when I originally got these.
Hello.
So I made $14.04. You want to say Happy November?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Well, Thanksgiving month. I'll be back later with totals. I just sneaked away, so maybe I can get this information in before everything goes crazy. So what was really nice is this last week of sales actually ended on the last day of the month. So I have my full October numbers. October is my best performing month so far. I just started reselling in February, so all of this is really new to me. I'm still kind of getting a grasp on what I'm doing. It was a really, really slow week though, as you guys saw. I had a total of 21 sales for a total sales price of $539.10. And of that, I profited $277.33. I had 4 Poshmark sales, 12 eBay, 1 Mercari, 4 Depop, no Curtsy, no Etsy. It was nice to see a lot of things moving really fast that I have been listing. Also, obviously, some slower items were moving this week too. I just did a big Goodwill shopping trip yesterday, so I have a lot of new inventory and priced up inventory that I want to get posted and moving quick. For the month of October, it's my first month that my sales have surpassed $3,000. So my total sales were $3,004.80. And of that, my profit, which is my sales number minus the fees from the platforms, any postage I paid, and my initial cost of goods is $1,653.66. And we're kind of using this money to, for now, pay off my remaining student loans, which has been incredibly wonderful. For the year, my sales are $17,401.67 with a profit of $10,325.44. And my goal for the month was to hit that $10,000 in profit. So that's been really exciting. I don't really know if I have any goals for the rest of the year, just to kind of get by, because the last 2 months of the year are always crazy for me in general. Typically, I do Vlogmas in December, which I don't know how that could work this year. I do have to think about what I would do, because I obviously could not do these videos that I typically do if I'm doing Vlogmas. So it could be like daily videos. I will figure it out. We have to see what I'm gonna do. Also, if you are newer here, I've had this channel since 2017. And there was a time where Scott and I were doing a podcast. It was never on my YouTube though, it was always just like audio only. In February, we might be bringing our podcast back in February. So it would be 1 year after me reselling, and just like within like the topics of just like general reselling and like conversations. I've already started a list of ideas of different episodes I want to do. So if that's interesting to you guys, I don't know if it'll be a weekly podcast. Ideally, that would be great. We'll see. Everything is up in the air right now. As always, I'm hoping this week of sales kind of gives me a bit of a uptick, because last week was so quiet for so much of it. So yeah, let me know how sales been for you. Quiet, busy, spill the tea, and I'll see you guys next week.